Chiniti tapkanuraje. Agwe kusayu kwa tsenuni. Agwe kusayu kwa dakaride. Tanu skana chiniti tawanu tanyungu. Tanu nonjaira titoniyak. Me ezi. Kiko tsinahoda tawana tukwa. Yetini stan. Negati chiniti chuta soti imzade signore unwa unisarade. Se yogotka wahaje. Agwe kutsinahoda yogotsta. Chak the unisarade. Agwe kutsinahoda gaga gero kumzage. Hoda na ne tsinahoda na enago. Agwe kutsinahoda rati yuktaje. Signore tawana tukwa isi lutkaramnate. Maniki atkataso. Nene Yori Hawano, Nono Tana Nahodi, Dari Wasteju, Oniti, Indari Wastanti. Ho, no, ne, you want in a go haje. Ne, got it kaeri tiji no quatagwo. Ne, got it tiji judasoti humzade. Ne, got it signorine umunizarade. Ne, why no hold you got kawa haje. Ne ariwa weguga ida wesuwa winizarate. Ne waya wegu tino hoto ganga geru ne umsage. Ho na ne enaga nubwadi. Ne waya tini gane ga eri ni gawarage. Ne nioni yeti sotogo radi veras. Ne gadi nioni ne sugwatsia jokine kagarakwa. Oh, no, ne, asutane nubwadi. Ne, zinigane yuki sota asutane kagarakwa. Ne, nioni zinizi de distokwadunyu. Ne, gadi zini hadi nene gaeri ni wedage. Ne, nioni nene yuki soto ga umu ah. Ho, no, ne, izinut karvyade. Ne wai no hoda dora tukka sugoya dizu. Ne wai wadu jatku ne ada hatka hwe. Ne wai jatku gana rukwatsara. Ne wai wadu jatku skana aga hagezi unsade. Horana ne toga niwana ge. Ne wata gatka wene gonuara dunsara. Ne katito katana no hoda jodok de. Ho no na ne isa zawata sudara. Ne wai ne zawa nigura. E katine na yot ne zawa nigura zawa no horo. Oh. No, you just heard the ceremonial version of how we do it. Again, it's in song, because when we talk about vibrational energy, that is the dance of the universe. And we're so grateful, even myself, and a lot of our people, because we were told that all of these ways and all of this knowledge has to be replaced with something different. As a little boy, I knew nothing about my language, I knew nothing about my history, or my culture. I remember one time I was standing on the front seat of our car, and if you come to my reservation, Ganawage, on the South Shore of Montreal in the early 30s, 40s, and 50s, there was an entrepreneur who built a longhouse out of steel, a Quonset hut. And he hired our people, and our people would come there and they would sell their wares like this. And there were people who would be dressed up in buckskin and they'd be singing songs with a drum. I remember I was standing on the front seat of the car, my mom's driving, and I said, Mom, look at the Indians. Because at that time in my life, they were, and I wasn't. My dad would always say to me, you're a Mohawk, be proud. And to me, that was only a word. When I look back of some of the things that have happened, I remember I started to wonder, because even in our education system, we were never taught about the richness and the amount of positive things that the indigenous people of Turtle Island contributed to the world. When I left the school on the reserve and we went to high school, And then they tried to teach us that we had to cross this Bering Strait. That it's not like in our creation story that the Creator, when He made our ancestors, He made us from this land and placed our ancestors here. There was this ice cap that our ancestors supposedly went through. That is a theory. Then, get a little bit further on in my education, around grade 10 or 11 or so, and now we come from monkeys. The Big Bang Theory and evolution. And finally I got so mixed up and confused about life. I went to some of the older guys in the reserve and I said, what happens to us when we die? He said, nothing, you're dead, that's it. I said, really? I said, so what's the key to life? They said, wine, women, and song. I was thinking to myself, holy. Then I turned on and watched a football game. The football game says, hey, you want a good life? Miller High Life. At that time, there was a lot of commercials on about cigarettes. Walk a mile for a Camel. So as a young 18-year-old kid, I got caught up in a lot of that stupid stuff because I turned on the radio and the song of the day said this, because we're here for a good time, not a long time, so have a good time, the sun ain't gonna shine every day. I turned 18-year-old. My father said, son, you want to be a man? I said, yep, just like you. He said, all right, we're gonna test you. So you come to my reservation again, the Mohawk Immersion School that I've been teaching at for 30 years, and I was the school principal for 13 years. One day there was over 300 men that were in there, and I was blindfolded, and I went through this initiation and ritual. And when that blindfold was removed, I was welcomed into the lodge. No, it wasn't the Medewan Lodge of the Three Fires. It wasn't the Sweat Lodge. But again, you can come to the Ganawage, and the lodge is still there, and it's the Ganawage Moose Lodge, 958. Any of you familiar with Moose Lodge? They're all over the world. So now, because it's a male paternal organization, the governor comes up to me, and the governor says, hey, Kevin, you're 18-year-old, you're young, you're smart, we need a secretary, somebody to run this place. Heck, I thought I was in my element, man. The guys give me their 20 bucks. I got the ID cards with the stamp and the seal. I put my John Henry on there, and here we are. Full-fledged moose. Now, in the moose, do we talk about our language? Do we talk about spirituality? Do we talk about all of these things that make us unique in the world? Absolutely not. But here's what happened. In May, my mother's father, my grandfather, they celebrated their 50th wedding anniversary. We even got my grandpa, he was 74 years old. We got him into the lodge. Because that was what I was all about in those days of my life. I was 21, 22. My younger kid brother come and knock on my door on a Tuesday night. He says, Kevin, he said, where are you going? Hey, I said, Shadigi, tonight's Tuesday night, it's rock and roll night. And I said, even it's ladies' night. So I said, I know where I'm going. I said, why? He said, Grandpa's coming to see you. Because my grandpa lived on the next road. So I had the company truck. I went on the next road. I didn't see my grandpa, so I left. The next day I get a call from my boss. He says, come and work today? I said, yeah, absolutely. Why? He says, your grandfather died last night. And I was like, holy heck. You stupid idiot. Here, your grandfather wanted to talk to you. You had no time. Your mom only thinking about wine, women, and song. No, what do you want to tell you? Now, that was the first time in my life that someone that I love dearly, I'm affected by. And at that time, I feared death. Because as a little boy growing up, all I knew was Judeo-Christian concepts, beliefs. I used to be an altar boy. I know all the stuff about church business. And about burning and hell and devil and all of those things were stuff that scared me, but I didn't want to really deal with it because I said, you know what? I don't care about that stuff. And even though The Exorcist came out in 1973 or 4 or thereabouts, I didn't see that movie till 1977. I remember as a kid growing up, we used to hear these stories about shapeshifters, people that delved in witchcraft, people that could do bad medicine and that could hurt you. And then all of these Dracula and devil stories and all this kinds of stuff. I remember we used to pass by a cemetery and I used to be fearful because I said to myself, and I would never go through no par or anything like that. So what happened in my life was first there was the death of my grandpa. He died June 22nd, 1978. That February my daughter conceives, and because of all of the crap that I went through as a kid, I remember I was 7 years old and I made this promise to myself. I said, if I ever become a father, my children will never ever see me smoke a cigarette, touch one drop of alcohol, be violent, do drugs. And this coming November 29th, my daughter's going to be 40 years old. And it's 40 years that I've been walking this road. And there are 3 pivotal things that changed my life. So one was the death of my grandpa. The other was the conception of my daughter in that February. And then that May, Tom Porter came to Ganawagin. And as a result of death, birth, and a teacher, my whole life transformed. And I've been walking this road ever since. So I've gone back, I've learned all of our sacred ceremonies, I learned my language, I learned our history, our culture, and that's what I continue to advocate today about the times that we are in. Are you in a hurry? Can you wait for me to remind you?